moments of when we perhaps think that we are not a shining light, right? That God is not residing inside of us. I know that today we're going to have an opportunity to hear and to recognize how we are an astonishing light. So let's welcome Rev Joy-anne up to give us a wonderful and inspiring message.
Perfect. All right, yes. So every one of us, you may or may not have ever thought of yourself as an astonishing light. But Hafiz, our whole presentation today, our songs, and the message that I will share is all about us recognizing that we are that. Many of us searching for something outside of ourselves. And so this whole month is dedicated to the idea of honoring our past, whatever brought you to put your 2 feet on the spiritual journey. And we looked at that last week. So just take a moment, if you weren't here last week or you're new, what brought you? Who or what brought you to put your 2 feet on the spiritual path? Usually and often, it is something amazing that happened. It could be a dazzling light. I was watching The Shift. It's a movie made by our beloved Wayne Dyer, who passed away. He's one of our great teachers of our time. And he, in this movie, talks about a shift, a miracle that happened to him, that something happened in his life that caused him to awaken to his spiritual magnificence. So just take a second here to think about what brought you to put your 2 feet on 2 feet, both feet. Maybe all 6 feet or 8, maybe 10 feet. Oh, you have 10 feet. Okay. Whatever brought you to put your 2 feet on that path. So it's the value of our past, it's the incredible nature of our now, and it's our amazing future. And today you will be you will get to enjoy a rather humorous skit that our front row is going to be presenting today. They are going to be the voices of candles. So that'll be fun. And then at the end of today's presentation, end of my message today, we're going to go on a guided journey across the bridge of light. And it's a beautiful journey, so I know you'll enjoy that. So that's what we're doing this morning, is really looking at that quote from Hafiz, this great poet. He says, "I wish I could show you when you are lonely or in darkness the astonishing light of your own being." Any of you have any of his poetry books? None of you. We're going to have to get some in the bookstore. It's an amazing. He has the one that this is from is called The Gift. I have another one called, this is what it's called, I Thought I Heard God Laughing. And all of his poems are humorous. There's one where he talks about the divine as God combing us into his hair, or it could be her hair, because I believe that God is androgynous. So, I mean, just it's the way he uses words is astonishing, really. So, invite you to look up Hafiz, H-A-F-I-Z, a beautiful poet from a very far ago land, far away. So this morning, many of us are really going through many changes. Anyone here going through changes? Anybody having big changes in their lives in many different ways? You know, and so that seems to be the divine task that all of us took on during this lifetime. And sometimes we don't really realize the truth of our astonishing light. Anyone here sometimes forget who they are, forget who the divine is, and kind of come unraveled? Anyone come unraveled? How about unglued? Some of you come unglued, right? Okay. So, you know, we don't always know that we are an astonishing light, and others can show us, but truly it's really up to us to awaken to our own spiritual magnificence. And we can teach things and we can show things, and here at the center, our whole, existence is here to invite you to see that every one of us, yourself and everyone, is that astonishing light. That's what we're here to show you, to help you see the astonishing light of your being. And so, you're going to, in just a few minutes, you're going to hear a skit, and I want you to see if you recognize yourself in any of these candles, you'll hear the voices of candles, and then you'll hear a little bit of music. They're going to sing, these candles. And I want you to just see if you recognize you in candle 1, 2, 3, or 4. They're even in the correct order. This is amazing. No, you're number 3. Let's see. All right, so here we go. Are you ready for this? This is going to be fun. So once upon a time, there was a blackout. And where was Susan? She was doing, somebody was doing these sound effects. Oh, it was Kelly. Kelly, will you do some sound effects? Let's hear it. Okay, so there was a big storm. There was a big storm and there was a blackout and all the lights went out. Except for the emergency lights, okay. So all the lights went out, big storm, and the wind is howling, and where I live out on the Shuswap Road, lots of wind, oh my goodness. So big storm, thank you. Okay, that's good. Big storm, and so I fumbled as I went to the closet, but I was able to find a candle, the first candle, candle number 1. So I picked it up in my hand, and as I picked up the candle to look at it, it said,
now hold it right there.
Louder, say it louder.
Now hold it right there.
Louder. Hold it right there.
Will you turn the microphone on?
No. Big voice.
Now hold it right there.
How was that? Okay. Who said that?
I did.
What? Who are you? I thought you were a candle. Who are you? What are you?
I'm a candle. Can't you tell?
I've never talked to a candle before.
Please, don't take me out of here.
What?
I said, please don't take me out of this closet.
What do you mean, don't take you out of the closet? You're a candle. Your job is to give light. It's dark out here. I need to take you out of the closet so I can light you, so you can light up the world. You can light up this room. That's your job.
But I'm not ready. I'm not ready to go out there. I need more preparation.
Preparation? What do you mean preparation?
Just that, more preparation. You see, I really need to research this job of light giving so I won't go out, make a bunch of mistakes, or make a fool of myself. You'd be surprised how distorted the glow of an untrained candle can be.
All right, well, okay. I guess I will have to try another candle. There's actually 4 candles, so I'm going to put this one aside, and I'm going to go to candle number 2. And so are you ready? You're not ready either. Are you ready to come out?
We aren't going either.
Oh my goodness, they're all talking now. All 3 candles. What did you say?
We aren't going either.
None of you want to light? None of you want to get light? Get lit up? It could be a different word for that. None of you want to get lit up? And you're going to stay? Oh my goodness. So, candle 2, what do you have to say?
Well, that may be what you think. You may think we have to go, but I'm busy. I'm meditating on the importance of life. It's really enlightening.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you're just not ready, so I'm going to have to try the next candle. Candle number 3. Are you ready to get lit up?
I'm waiting to get my life together. I'm just not stable enough.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, there's one last candle, and you are my last hope. My last hope.
I'd like to help, really I would, but lighting the darkness is not my gift. You see, I'm a singer. I sing to other candles to encourage them to burn more brightly. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Huh, imagine that. Well, they're still not lit up, these little candles. And so the 4 little candles, they stayed in the closet. The 4 little candles, They sang the song, but they stayed in the closet. They refused to come out. They refused to be lit up and to light the world. So let's have our candles stand, and we'll give them some love for that. Thank you. So did you see any of yourself, any of you see yourself in these individual candles where, you know, you might get a call, you might be asked to do something beyond what you think you can do, and you're just not ready. You feel like you're not ready. Many of us have been taught to value or devalue, and then the lights went on. Are you going to have the lights go on? And then the lights came back on. And he's going to even open our curtains so we have more light. How many of you like the light? I know I do. So, many of us have been taught to value or devalue. See if this is true for you. Do you devalue or value yourself based on your accomplishments or your accumulations? Wayne Dyer talked about this in his movie. We have been taught to value or devalue ourselves on how much money we have. You look at your bank account and you decide whether or not you have value. If there's lots of money in your account or our account, then we feel really, what do we feel?
Rich.
We feel rich and wealthy? Yes, thank God I'm rich. Okay, what happens if it says 0? How do you feel? Yeah, you become fearful. Like the candles, they didn't want to come out of the closet. And some of us have been taught to value or devalue ourselves based on the way that others see us. We get a negative opinion sent to us about something, and we become afraid about that. Have you ever thought about not accepting someone else's opinion of you, but the opinion you want of you is from the divine? What would be God's opinion, or the divine, or the essence of life, the Creator's opinion of you? What does it say? You were created in the image and the likeness of Spirit. And so it, you know, as you've heard this, God does not make any junk, right? So we are made, we are an astonishing light. And so if for any reason you value yourself by other people's opinions, by the money, by your success, by your toys, what is it? Those who have the most toys wins. But if you value, if you look at all those things, they do have importance to live on planet Earth. However, it doesn't go very deep. It doesn't go very deep. And there's an entirely different way of looking at our life and our purpose. Psychologists estimate that 97% of our time we're talking to ourselves. And we have a wonderful author coming here in October. You're all invited to come in and play in his workshop. And it's all about making peace with yourself, about really valuing who you are within. And I love that. So we keep, you know, these lies about us that we, you know, we're not a success if we don't have money, if we don't have fame, if we don't have the right clothes, the right car, whatever. And we then, because of that, we can kind of get lost in the mix, if you will. So in that song, This Little Light of Mine, we don't say this, oh boy, I hope I have a light in that song. Oh, I hope there's a light there. Or all of you have the light, but I don't have the light. It's in every single one of us. And so the line says, this is a light of mine, but I like to also know that we have a big light. I like this song, but I wish it said, this big light of mine. Because we are more than a spark. We are made out of the image and likeness of pure spirit. And so Emerson, many of you have heard of Emerson, he said this, stand guard at the portals of your mind. Stand guard at the portals of your mind. And that's where we recognize that every thought you think creates. And so every thought that you think, every word you say, as I said last week, falls from our mouth and becomes the clothes that we wear. And so we want to be in a place of recognizing our magnificence and not beating ourselves up. What do? I mean, so many of us. I think the whole world is suffering from a lack of self-esteem. That, you know, we're told don't let your light shine. You want to hide and not really be brilliant. I love that quote from Mary Ann Williamson. You know, it's our light that we're afraid of. Our light, not our darkness, that we most fear. So we are that light, and we have to let it shine. The Apostle Paul wrote In Philippians 4:8, he said this, "Finally, my brethren, whatever is true, whatever is honest, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is of good rapport, if there is any virtue, if there is any praise, think about these things." And another way to say that is you want to focus on the positive aspects of your life. Someone was sharing with me that they had a very difficult job. Anyone here ever have a difficult job? And so when that happens, we all want to kind of complain. Anyone do complaining? Don't like this, and I don't like this, and I don't like this, and it gets worse, and I don't like this. Don't worry, it'll get worse. Because we're focused on what we do not like. So if you have a job or a situation or a relationship that is not working, you need to find one thing about that person, place, or thing that you love. And focus on that. You will be so surprised. Within a very short time, you will begin to find another thing, and pretty soon, Abraham Hicks teaches us that if we focus on all of the positive aspects of anything, that the negative things disappear, they go away. Why? Because our light, when you shine your light, you are taking a sunbeam of God as you, and you are shining the light on that thing. So what happens if you shine the light on something you don't want? The universe always says yes, right? So if he says, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, what are we creating? Not enoughness, not enoughness, not enoughness. So when you believe, then you achieve. You literally open up the portals of heaven when you are aligned with the positive aspects and focus on that. So as our month theme is looking at where we've been and where we are and where we're going, we are going to go on a little journey together. I'm going to have Sheila play a song for us, and this is called The Bridge of Light. The Bridge of Light. She's going to go back to the meditation. And so this will take us into that place of deeply empowering our very souls to recognize and realize, not that one, that's not the right one. It would be the meditation. It would be the meditation. That's okay. I like that song too. But it's going to say, yeah, that one. Perfect. All right, so this journey is all about the bridge of light. So I invite you right now, if you wish, if you would just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. And I invite you to take this very personal journey in your mind's eye. And just see yourself going to the beginning of the bridge of light. Imagine that right in front of you. What does it look like? Just imagine that right there, right in front of you, is this beautiful bridge of light. It's bright, bright light. And this is the bridge of your spiritual awakening, of your spiritual expansion, of your spiritual evolution. And as I said last week, your beginning on your spiritual journey, your path, may have been 50 years ago, or maybe 20 years ago, maybe last week, maybe today. Perhaps it began when you walked through the doors of this center. So wherever you are on that journey of expanding your consciousness, of knowing who you are, put yourself there now and know that that is the beginning of an amazing journey of light on this bridge of light. So see yourself right there. And you are beginning now to walk up upon this bridge of light. And you are noticing, you're beginning to notice that perhaps in the past you made what you thought were mistakes, things that you wish you would have done differently. that's true, we just take a moment to be grateful for all that has happened, for everything that has brought us to this point on this bridge of light, and see yourself standing now in the very center of this beautiful, sparkling, bright bridge of light. And I'm going to ask you to see yourself, that your inner light on that bridge is beginning to expand. As you are standing on the bridge, your light, your inner light, is growing. It is expanding greater than it's ever been before. And you are seeing that light spread out from you, and it goes into every aspect of your body, to every part of your life, to your work, to your home, to your friends, to your money, to your bank accounts, to your neighborhood. And you easily and powerfully allow this light to grow even more as you walk continuously across this bridge. You notice, you see that you are this amazing light. And you are now willing to see that, to see your own amazing light. That you are an expression made in the image and likeness of the divine. And as you are continuing the walk on this bridge of light, you deeply realize that the divine, God, has brought you into this life on purpose. There is no mistake. You are an expression of divine light and divine love. And with each step that you take on this bridge, you have a deeper awareness. And every time you have a deeper awareness, your light grows exponentially brighter. The volume of your light is growing even brighter. It expands beyond Kamloops, beyond BC, beyond Canada. Your light is growing. It is expanding. It is moving across the mountains, over the oceans. It is expanding until it fills the entire planet Earth, our beautiful planet, spinning in space, filled with light. And that light is you. And it is so bright, you are continuing to expand. It goes beyond this planet, lighting up our solar system, our planets. And you see it brighter and brighter. And it is still growing. And you know in your own heart, in your own mind, you celebrate this light. You know who you are. And you are grateful for this light. Here and now, right now. The being of light. The astonishing light of your own being. And as you come to the edge of this bridge of light, there's another bridge. You see another bridge in front of you, but this bridge has an arc, but it's an ascending arc. It is an arc that is going higher and higher. And I want you to imagine in your mind's eye that you are putting one foot onto this bridge, because it is the bridge of your future, of the amazing, astonishing light of your being. And you take one more step, so both feet are firmly planted on this second bridge that is an arc of light that is rising higher and higher. And this bridge brings even greater light in you, as you, through you, out to the world and back to you. And there is more love, there is more joy, there is more prosperity, more health, more clarity, more peace than ever before. And in that space, in that consciousness, I want to share with you one more quote as you are standing on that future bridge of light, that arc of light. And this is a Sufi master quote from Rumi. It goes like this: although you appear in earthly form, your true essence is pure light, pure consciousness. You are the fearless guardian of divine light. So come, return to the root of your own soul. For you were born from the rays of God's majesty when the stars were in their perfect place. How long will you suffer from the blows of a non-existent hand? So come, return to the root of your own soul, your amazing light, your astonishing light. You are a diamond encased in granite. How long will you deceive us with this outer show? Rumi says, oh friend, we can see the truth in your eyes. You are that amazing light. So come, return to the root of your own soul. Seen and unseen, moving and unmoving, you are that astonishing light. Can you see it? Can you clearly see this light? In Rumi's last words, he says, my hope and my prayer, my highest desire, is that everyone can see the light, the astonishing light of their own being. And in times of loneliness and darkness, if only I could show you the astonishing light of your own being. And so now, I just invite you to bring your awareness back here into this room. You are still standing on the very beginning of your future bridge of light, this arc of light that is ascending into the highest and next greatest, grandest version of you. You are that astonishing light. And you are not here to hide your light in the closet, to not light up, to stay hidden. Okay, you want to, thank you. That's okay. We're having all kinds of fun today. Thank you, Sheila. And so you are that light. And so with that in mind, we very gently bring our awareness back to this place, to this space, as we allow this song. Just feel the blessing that you are to the world. You are that. So keeping your eyes shut, feel this. You are the hands.
You are the voice of spirit.
You are that.
And who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth. And who you are and all you do is a blessing sing.